What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee, back with another update. And yes, it's another update about Trump. What a crazy scene we saw go down today in Pennsylvania. And I was saying in another video, not just what happened today, how it felt so surreal and just like, what the fuck? You know, everything from how it went down to his reaction, just everything. And then you take that along with other stuff that we've been seeing in the news as of late. It's just like, man, what in the world is going on in these crazy times we're living in? You know what I'm saying? But when I say that, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying that that was fake, but you best believe in the blogosphere, in this internet era, individuals are most definitely saying that.
Here we go, everybody, with the Donald Trump staged a shooting just to win the election. First of all, Donald Trump would definitely stage a shooting with fake blood and all that just to win the election. Absolutely, I agree with that. But think about it. He would have to fake out the CIA. The United States government is going to take every resource and asset, and they're going to make sure that this was real. And if it was fake, they're going to find out. So you'd have to know that, all right, I'm going to fake out the CIA. How could he possibly do that? Now, I know it looked kind of too easy. It only got him in the ear. Doesn't look like any bullets hit anybody else. There's no, the pictures. He had these great photo ops. He was very ready in the moment. And if you think about it, he kind of knows how the CIA operates. In fact, he could have built a whole team while he was president that studies and figures out how you could fool the CIA and put them in place and be ready to do it. Bottom line, I think that shit was real. And I think he's going to absolutely win this election at this point.
All right, so you hear that was the lawyer for workers, dude. Let me know if you guys like his stuff. I'm a fan of him, you know what I mean? But you heard him. He's commenting on how it's the internet. People think everything's fake, especially, of course, a big incident like this going down. But there's so many situations, you know, like I could give a million examples of stuff that people don't believe is real or whatever. You know, comment and let me know your thoughts. But you heard him. He said that he totally believes that Trump would indeed put together a whole play like that to win the election. But he doesn't believe that's what happened. But he does believe at this point, after those events today, that there's no way that Trump doesn't win the election. And I gotta say, my reaction rate at this moment, man, and again, I always got to make it clear when I'm speaking on anything political, I'm not like a this side, that side type of guy or anything. I just sit back and watch it all play out. I got to say, I agree and I concur. I think with what we saw happen, the aftermath, just everything, I think Trump is going to win the election. I really do, man. Let me know if you agree or not. But it's so wild to hear him mention the CIA, man. Like, we know, speaking of real or fake, there's so many situations out there, right, where we've seen things declassified and stuff like that over the years in the CIA, right? They write the book, right? The rough draft, the final edit. It's wild. What a crazy thought that is, though. You heard him like, well, is it possible Trump put together a team when he was in office to study the CIA? Would he be able to do that? Again, everyone, this is all theories. We're all just talking. We're all just reacting to what we saw go down and, everyone else's reaction and just the news. That's what we do over here on this channel as well. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the discussion in the comments. But yeah, man, CIA, what more can I say? I guess I'll just, comment some crazy issues you've seen in regards to the CIA over the years, writing the book on stuff and operation this or that or whatever, leave it in the comments below. But we also got Obama reacting to this news here. As you see, he said, "There is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt and used this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. And then you see too in the comments there, that's not a real Elon Musk account, that's a parody, but with the way Twitter is now, you see they got the check mark as well. He said, at least you spoke before Biden. But real talk, man, anything we're talking about, not just politics, just different stuff in the news. Again, we talk a lot of topics over here. Make sure to subscribe, get in the comments, stay tuned for the updates and everything. You see Obama just basically trying to say, hey, someone could have been killed, and that's what's so wild. People get so turned up behind things, politics, other stuff, there's a lot of people I dislike, you know what I'm saying? Hate is a strong word, although I do got some individuals out there I really got some hate for, but to want to see someone lose their life is like, whoa, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what Obama is saying. And before we close it out too, we got to hear from my guy, Mr. Brenneman. Now, shout out to Brenneman. He's always been a supporter of the channel. And you know what's so wild is he left a lot of comments, and the YT system was flagging him, man. They were, I shouldn't even say that. They just vanished. They were gone. Poof, vamoose, son of a, right? Shout out Jay-Z, right? Quoting H to the Izzo, right? They just disappeared into the abyss, gone, and he says, I'll post this here because all the comments are hidden on your most recent video. And I want to make that clear to people out there as well. There's been times in the past, like shout out Brenneman, he already knows, he's been around for a minute, in other situations where people's comments will disappear and people get heated, you know what I mean? And I never am deleting people's ish unless they say something absolutely just so foul and flucked up. Sometimes you got to go into the editor and the system will put certain stuff where it needs to be approved. And like I said, typically I approve everything unless it's just something so foul and flucked up. But his comments just gone, nothing in the editor. But he says, it's clear what happened. They tried to take him out. It's happened many times in history. They just failed. When lawfare doesn't work, they resort to warfare. The Secret Service allowed it to happen. There are thousands of eyewitnesses and countless recordings of what happened. If he doesn't turn his head to the right, he's not here right now. Other people weren't as lucky. Epstein was a major Democrat Party donor, financier, and socialite. Everyone knew him. He was an extremely charismatic public figure. The court documents explicitly make it clear that Trump was never at his island or his house, not even once. The victims testified to this in court, this fact in court. Trump even banned him from his club for harassing young women. This is public record. Epstein was never accused of anything until 2008. Knowing someone doesn't make you party to their crimes. Guilt by association is a nonsensical concept. Trump hadn't even been associated with him for years by that point. So, I was mentioning something about the wicked demon Epstein, you know what I'm saying? And there's a link I'm gonna leave on this video, and I'll leave it to Brenneman as well, where there was some stuff coming out declassified that, whenever Trump has been brought up in regards to Epstein, like people have been saying, nah, like he just was around him, he didn't know him, he bumped into him. But there's been some things that came out recently, I'll pin it below. I want to know what everyone thinks about it. And, it's more or less just some stuff where it's, individuals like that, to not get all into it in this video, more or less. There's some stuff out there where they're tying Trump to Epstein, saying, that they were close and they were both, sued in a lawsuit for some very foul stuff, named in the same lawsuit and stuff like that. I'll pin it below. But man, what a turn of events. What does everyone think about it? What my guy Brenneman had to say, lawyer for workers, Obama, your thoughts just across the board. Let's talk about it all. Once again, that's what we do over here on this channel. So subscribe, hit the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.